Hi guys, today we are doing something super fun. We are renovating the bedroom in the downstairs basement. It is just kind of a cave right now, and I really want to give this a really pretty French cottage look. The French country bedroom post was such a hit that I thought I'd do it again. I'd go shopping with you. We are at Ross today, so come along and I'm going to show you how to pick out some great things to make a new French cottage look in the bedroom. We're going to start in the bedding section, the most fun section for renovating the bedroom. Come along. By the way, I'm already seeing something. It's not bedding, but I really love it because I like working with baskets and to add blankets and cozy things in the bedroom. Look at this. Look at these guys. Aren't they amazing? $17. We might be able to splurge on this. I'm going to start with the bed sheets because I'm going to be creating layers and visual layers of what I want this kind of cottagey look to be. So I'm going to go for florals, my favorite thing. Like before, I'm going to go through what they have here. Sometimes they have just random inventory at Ross or these discount stores, but that's fun because I get to kind of treasure hunt. Look at these options, you guys. These are so pretty. I really love these, because it's got the lavenders and the purples that I love, and it looks very French country, but it's a king. And this time I don't need a king, I need a queen. So we're gonna put this back. Oh, look at these, you guys. This is kind of not the more muted palette of French decor, but I really like it. I like the little bird, the little carpenter bird, the red, what is it called? Red carpenter bird. I like the little bird. And this looks kind of merry and cheery, but I think it could work. It's a size queen. Let me see what else they have as other options. I have my kids being the camera crew here. Oh my goodness. Why do I always go for these pretty floral scenes? I just keep being drawn to them. They're so spectacular. And if you look at the amplified picture, you can kind of get a visual of what it'll look like spread out on the bed. So that's another helpful technique to follow in the stores. This is a really good contender. Let's go with one more. Oh my goodness, look at the mint greens. I just love. And it's a queen too. Oh my goodness, they have a lot of choices here today. I'm excited. Sometimes it's hit or miss what you're gonna find here. Of course, this is very Paris with the Eiffel Tower, but it's a little too busy. So depending on the comforter I get too, you can work with busy prints or not. It's depending on how busy your comforter is going to be. So keep that in mind. It was a tight race, but I think we have narrowed down our choices and picked a winner for our bed sheets. My kids helped me decide and they have picked, but let me show you the 4 contenders. We had this pattern here, which I loved because it was so pretty and merry. And then we have this mint with some florals here, which I just think is like kind of vintage and French country. And this beautiful, really feminine, delicate pink florals, and similar, but in the blue. These are all so beautiful, you guys, but we have finally picked our favorite, and it is, drum roll, the shabby chic mint florals. Yay! Another deciding factor was the budget, so keep that in mind. These were $18.99 and they were our favorite, and the others were closer to $30. We're gonna look at throw pillows for our bed because that's a wonderful way to really elevate the look of your bedroom. Let's see, we're not going to do Happy Harvest. That would not go with our theme, so keep that in mind. Always think about your vision for your theme and try not to stray too outside of that. A candy cane, although it was my son's favorite, isn't really gonna go with the more muted, floral, calming cottage scene. Although it's super cute, I really like this. It has texture, but it is also calm and muted and large. So you wanna work with different shapes and heights. And this would be a good canvas, blank canvas, to layer other colors, pops of color in our design. I kind of like this one. I like the pink tones in it, along with the white. The pattern is a little bit busy, but I think we could make it work if we have more of a calm comforter. So I haven't gotten to the comforter section yet, but this could be a nice look for our French or our cottage look. The space where we're renovating is pretty dark. There aren't that many big windows in the basement, so I need to keep in mind the color palette. I need to think of not dark colors, maybe adding some softer like neutral colors. And this 2-pack is really nice because they're big. You get 2 in 1. It looks like linen. It looks a little bit earthy, and I really like that. It has some style with the tassels. Okay, these are $20, so you get 2 pillows for $20. That's $10 each. That's not bad. Here is another muted color combo. This is a little deeper, kind of a brownish, a little bit of green in here. This is also very, it kind of looks like it's lived in. That would be a good element for if you want to create a French country look that is kind of just effortless. It's been lived in, it's been worn, it's very comfy and cozy. That could be another option. And these are also $20. Sparkly. Guys, I think we finally made our decision on throw pillows. It was a tough one. We had a lot to choose from, but we have settled on these 3 different types of pillows. This really cool pattern of hearts. My daughter really loved this one. I like the neutral color, and I actually like this stitch. And we found this one here that we think will go just beautifully. It is just oh so French and adorable. And I love these little scalloped edges. They are $24.99, so we're gonna splurge a little, but that's gonna be a really big focal statement on the bed. And then to bring in some feminine, to bring in some pinks, we are doing this 2-pack, which is also very subtle, but it does have a pretty floral pattern textured in. And always look at what everything coordinates like together before you leave the store to make sure everything is working together with your bed sheets and your bedspread. Now we're going to look at comforters. We have kind of a limited selection of queens here, but that helps me narrow down. If I have a limited choice, then I can work harder with my design imagination. So I really like that one. I like the color, I like the texture. It is a queen, but it might not be the top choice just because it might be a little dark for the scheme that we're going for. There is a really pretty one here. It's white, but it's a king. But we do have another white up here. It has an interesting pattern, which it could work. It has some texture, looks like in the picture, kind of like a pleated texture in there. So we'll see, that's also on the list. We have a lot of florals, but you have to be careful with combining too many patterns in one. We already have the bed sheets that are pretty floral, so we don't want to overdo it. Although my daughter and I both love this one because it is such a subtle floral pattern. It's very delicate and kind of whimsical, but we just don't know if it's going to go really well with the mint bed sheets. You can always take a chance and combine patterns and colors. So we're gonna think about this for a second. Okay, we have decided on this really pretty comforter. If you notice, it clashes a tiny bit, but the way I'm going to get around that is by bringing in my throw pillows. They are going to help tie all these colors in together because they all have these pillows have the colors that are in the comforter. So just get creative with balancing everything out, and then it will work. I'm going to show you when I set it up how this will all look really, really nice together. For a final detail on the bed, I'm going to add a throw blanket that I'm going to drape over the edge of the bed. That's another way to bring in texture and color. So we have all these pretty choices here. I really like this one, which is actually a queen quilt, but it is neutral. It is a beautiful pattern, but the price is a little too high. It's $40, and that puts us over budget. We found an alternate choice that I wouldn't have thought of. This is why it's so good to just do the exercise of going into the store and seeing what options they have, and it stretches your imagination. So my son picked out this one, and I actually think it's gonna be perfect. It's made in Portugal. It's nice and warm for the winter months. It has a very pretty like beige color, white, that will also go with our neutral palette, and it's gonna look just really pretty and cozy at the edge of the bed. Now we are going to go look for a beautiful area rug that will be the foundation for our look in the space. Here we are in the area rug selection, and we've got quite a few big area rugs, so that is really helpful, but I'm not seeing a lot of lighter colors, like kind of the whites that I'm aiming for. I do like this one here. Has a kind of a grayish in there, which might darken it a little, but I also am noticing this one over here, which I really, really like. kind of has a subtle pattern in it and a little bit of cream in it, which will look good with the bedding. So I think that's gonna be the winner. Remember I showed you a basket when we first came into the store? I found another option of a basket which is going to combine both form and function, which I love storage capacity in my furniture, so it's also pretty, but has a function too. So this woven basket is really big and it's gonna double as a nightstand in the bedroom. I'm gonna possibly make a trip to Home Goods to find a lamp for it, and that's really gonna complete our look. Hi everyone, it is the next day. We have finished our shopping and we are in the downstairs basement. As you can see behind me, it's looking pretty cavernous in here, and we really want to just make this bright, light, and cottage-like. Let me give you a quick tour first of this space, but we've got some wall cabinets, random wall cabinets over here that my husband has to hang up in his office, so we're going to get those out of the way. We have a random printer corner over there. That's going to go bye-bye. We have this old area rug from my former house, which is actually a nice rug, but as you can see, it doesn't go at all with this palette, and it's just darkening things up. We've got a gifted hand-me-down bedspread that is pretty outdated, has some tears in it, so we're going to get rid of all that. And of course, the dark gray sheets are not doing us any favors here. No wall decor except a random small painting and a light and a TV holder, which will probably get down and just refocus this whole corner over here. So let's get started with decorating. We're going to first remove this area rug and put our new rug in place to lay down the foundation for our French cottage theme. Of your area rug, if you have an awkward space like this corner, I am going to actually not center the area rug under the bed frame, but I'm going to leave it so that there is area rug exposed kind of in an L shape around the bed. I had to relocate the bed. Once I got the area rug together, it was just off. I didn't like it on that wall over there, so I centered it on this back wall, and I also took down the TV, moved out the printer, and put this old chest there that I had renovated years ago, and it's coming together really nicely. I think this is a better use of the space aesthetically. Again, we have our beautiful mint green floral sheets from yesterday, and we're going to start putting those on the bed. I'm loving this bed sheet we got. I love the print and the color. It's very cottage-like. Without being your typical white, it's a really pretty color. I just realized that this set for $18.99 from Ross came with 4 shams. So I'm so excited because I'm going to use all of these pillows to really build up the aesthetic. When you're creating a space, when you are looking for a new look, you can build it up through layers. You can use textiles and textures and color and different heights to really make the room seem full and to draw your eyes inward. Here I am stuffing my last pillow. If you have any excess, this is something you can do. It's just optional. You can tuck in the pillowcase, the excess, like kind of create like a little pocket in there where you tuck the edges in, straighten it out, and it looks very seamless and hotel-like. And the way you lay out your pillows, it's going to make a difference in how everything looks. I might start playing with it. I did this in my last French country bedroom tutorial where I tried different positions. I kind of layered things on top like that because I do also want to be able to have some visibility of these pretty prints and not completely hidden. Already, I really like how this looks. Another thing that we can try is to put some in the back like that. I actually like the ones that are standing up. Like I said, play with it until you like how things are looking. If you have anything sticking out at the end, like this is a thick pillow, so it's hard to create that pocket. So I'm just going to turn it around and leave this edge here exposed but nice and straight. Then I'm going to put this guy on top, tuck this in, and make it nice and straight. Next up is our beautiful comforter. So we're going to see the moment of truth, how this is going to coordinate with the bed sheets that we chose. And again, remember that we're going to add the colors from the throw pillows to tie everything together. You can iron your comforter and your bed sheets if that is important to you, if you have guests coming over. But for the sake of showing you the steps, I'm not doing all that. So we're going to just drape this over each side. Again, this super dark gray surprised me because it really is contrasting really nicely with the gray on the comforter. We are going to fold this back, and we might open it up a little bit. I like to do that sometimes to just kind of give a feel of a turn back bed, like you've been just reading a book and resting and sipping on some wine or just enjoying that French country breeze coming through your window, even though we're in Atlanta, but we're going to pretend. Okay, next come the throw pillows to really seal the deal. I like to create contrast with colors. That's how you optimize your look, by having those tone variations. So I would, instead of putting the green on green, which looks spectacular by the way, I am going to try and do the pink on green as kind of my backdrop. Let me turn this way. That looks really pretty too. So we're going to start with the pinks back here. I do want to leave some of this print exposed. Then I'm going to put the green in front of that, like so. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. And you can always use existing pillows that you have and just repurpose them and relocate them in your house so that you can bring in other variety too. I really like the way this is looking. I'm going to pull out these scalloped edges, make them look really sharp. And then our really adorable heart pillow will go here in the middle. So I'm going to step back, always step back and admire your work and see if you need to tweak anything. Heart pillow is not centered. We're going to center that. I actually like that a lot. So now we are going to add our beautiful throw blanket. Don't be afraid to play with patterns. This is a very different pattern to what we have going on here. But let me show you how it's going to work. I'm just going to droop this over at an angle. I'm all about angles sometimes, and we have two sides. Ooh, I actually really like this side. Even do something like this, where it's exposing both prints, giving you a little bit of a variety. I really like how this color ties into the color of the heart pillow. And let me try it another way. Again, just play with it. You can actually throw it. That's why it's a throw blanket. And see how it lands. And create just a really homey, cozy detail on the end of this bed. Let's see, that looks really pretty. And I'm going to be back to show you how we are going to accessorize this space. Another way to bring in that cozy cottage feel is to bring nature into your bedroom. And by getting just some yard clippings and dropping them in a basket, I just took some ivy. Nothing is in bloom, so you can use greenery. And it looks just beautiful and very earthy. Just drop it on the bed. Look how this transforms the look on this bed with some pretty ivy, and you can have this set up for when guests come in. It will really make a beautiful statement. Next, we are going to dress up these walls. You can always add more dimension with wall art. So I have a beautiful painting here that yours truly made, and I really think that this pattern and these colors are going to enhance the look of the bed. It's also going to cover up that ugly wall socket. My goodness, it's starting to look like a room. So this is the lamp I found at HomeGoods. It's a glass glass base with kind of like a peacock design. I thought it was so unique and I love the shade. I'm gonna set this on our basket end table. Having one option of putting this down like that, the glass is kind of lost on the basket. So I'm going to add some height with some decorative books in two really pretty kind of French light colors, and I'm going to set that on top, and that looks really, really good. Let me plug this beauty in. There we go.
I hope I remember all the pieces of who I was that I lost on the way. I hope I learn to love myself like I loved you then. And I hope I never leave me again. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thank you everyone for watching this video. Hope you love it. Be sure to subscribe for more fun home decor videos.